All right, guys, we are in for the workout now, our WOD, workout of the day. Today we're doing 3 rounds. We're going to be doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. All right, take advantage of the rest. It's going to go quickly. It seems a bit longer than the warm-up, but let's take us through. We're going to be doing 5 exercises. I'll brief you through them as we go through them, and you'll be able to do a couple of scaled options. Just remember, when I'm talking about scaling, it's making it easier and sometimes harder. So some things you can make easier for yourself, some things you might be able to make harder. All right, so when I talk about scaling, just remember that I'm talking about that cue. There's 3 rounds, so I'm going to be doing the first round for group 1. Second round, I'll modify for groups 2 and groups 3. And then the third round, we'll modify for groups 4. So just keep a listen out for those variations. If you're in some of the other groups and you feel like you can do the more advanced movement that I'm going to be talking about when I'm going to be scaling up, all right, you're more than welcome to give them a bash. All right, that's why we have this program for everybody to scale and for different fitness levels. All right, with that said, we've got 10 seconds on the timer. Make sure you maybe got a towel handy because you might start breaking out into a little bit of sweat. Remember to have your chair handy, and just it's a chair that you've tested, it's nice and strong. All right, let's get ready. The first piece we're going to do is going to be called squats. Stand with your feet nice and close to the chair. Keep your chest upright. Sit all the way down to the chair and back up. All the way down to the chair and back up. All right, I'm quite short, so you'll see I don't get much range of motion. So what you can do is choose a lower chair for your squatting ability. Stay in the heels when you're squatting. All right, we want to try and keep the chest up as well. You can see how my hands transfer to up in front of me. This is to just remain in an upright position. All right, so keep moving there, guys. For some of us, squatting is very new. When you're standing tall, squeeze the glutes nice and tight, keep your core nice and tight, and then sit back to find the chair. All right, 20 seconds rest. Nice and easy. If you've been doing squats before, you'll see in the second round we'll be making it a little bit harder. All right, the next one's going to be shoulder scap push-ups. Okay, we're going to get ready on the floor in the push-up position. What you can do to make this easier is remember to drop down onto the knees, but don't lift the toes. So drop down to the knees, and all we're going to do with our arms locked out straight, drop the shoulder blades together, press away. Drop the shoulder blades together, press away. All right, now this is for group 1. Group 2, 3, and 4, what you guys can do is make sure that you lift the feet off the ground, drop the shoulders down. What we don't want to see is when we drop the shoulders that the elbows bend. All right, this is not a push-up. This is just a shoulder activation. All right, if you feel like it's a little bit tough again, just go onto the knees for a moment. We're looking for range of motion through the shoulders. Okay, and that's our shoulder activations or scap activations. All right, we're going to be doing some side hops. I'm just going to move my chair out the way. You might have space at home. You can obviously just step in front or step behind. Our side hopping is very basic. We're going to be just working with lateral movement. We're going to be making this harder afterwards. Jump over something to the side. You can try keep the feet together. You can try jump high. You can try jump far. All right. You can play around here as much as you can. All right. Please be careful with this. You don't want to roll an ankle or land into something. All right. What you can do is try jump single foot. All right. That's going to be progress onto the next group. Group 2s and group 3. Otherwise, just stick to side jumping. Again, like I said, you can jump high or you can jump far. All right, keep it up. Good job. All right, our next one's going to be our chairs dips. We need our chairs. You're going to just sit again on the edge of your chair, hands under your bum. From there, when we get to the timer, bring the feet nice and close to you. Bring your hips off the chair. And what you're going to here try to do is drop down as low as you can. Keep your elbows tucked in. Press back up. Drop down. Press back up. Drop down. Press back up. Now to make this harder, if this is too easy, just put your feet slightly further away. All right, I've got bad flexibility. So for me, that's a little bit sore on the shoulders. So I'm just going to focus on trying to get as low as I can, but supporting myself with my feet. All right, and the goal here is to get as many reps as you can in. So I'm moving quite slow. Through these movements, you can move a little bit quicker. Okay, just remember a sturdy chair, because some of us might be a little bit heavier than others. Okay, moving on to the last exercise, our favorite. I'll tell you in a second before you run away from the exercise. Burpees. All right, burpees are easy, everyone can do them. You're just going to squat down, jump out, lie flat, come up, jump up into that squat again, and then try jump tall. All right, and that's how easy they are. What's quite nice with burpees is that you can do them as fast as you want. If you're not so fit, you can squat down, step out, go onto the knees, lie down, take a breather, come up onto the knees, step up, and then jump. So you can do them at your own pace. You can go faster, or you can go slower. But everybody can do a burpee. All right, that's one round. Let's get ready for round two. So this round's going to be for groups 2 and 3. We're going to be modifying the stuff a little bit. All right, so like I mentioned in the previous version, that chair was quite high for me, so I'm going to find a lower object. It doesn't have to necessarily be a chair. And I'm going to now squat down to that lower object. Feet nice and close to the object I'm squatting to. You can see now that I'm breaking parallel, and it's going to be a little bit harder for me. I'm still focusing on keeping myself upright. I'm maybe going to try not to use the chair for assistance. I'm going to squat to the height of it and then back up. You must make sure when you're squatting that you stay in the heels, guys. Keep your chest up as well. You don't want to be collapsing. You don't want your knees going in. Push those knees out, sit down, and back up. All right, and squeeze your glutes at the top and find tension in your tummy as you're squatting. Okay, if you get at that, try to get some more reps in. Okay, that's our squats. All right, we're going to add, for our next piece, we're going to add some push-ups. So in the first round, we did scap activation. So we went from the high plank onto the knees to make it easier. Remember, don't lift the toes. Keep tension in the toes and the knees. All right, let's start with a shoulder activation or a scap push-up first. All right, now what I want you to do is then add a push-up. So I'm going to do a scap push-up. I'm going to lie flat, chest to the ground, keep the weight in the toes and the knees, push back up. Scap push-up, push-up. Scap push-up, push-up. If you lose rhythm of that, you can do a couple scap push-ups, and then you can do a couple push-ups. Stay in the knees and the toes to make this easy. All right, remember this is the scaling version for groups 2 and groups 3. All right, I can add shoulders or push-ups. All right, good scale there, guys. We scaled up there, remember? We made it harder. Okay, we've got our side hops. We're going to add a ski. All right, so what we're going to be doing, standing ready, we're going to be jumping to the side, but we are going to be taking the leg behind us. All right, it's going to be looking like we're skiing. So I'm going to start. I'm going to jump across, land, bring the outside hand to the foot. Jump across, land, bring the outside foot. And I'm going to try go side to side. Now, guys, if you've got any knee issues, we just don't go on a big jump. You just put the foot down and go across. All right, I don't want you doing these big jumps and then potentially hurting yourself. All right, so you can make it nice and easy by just going closer and try to keep your chest up in this process. All right, so we're going skiing. Try to keep moving through that. Keep the chest up, keep moving. Good stuff, guys. That's a big scale up, all right? Remember, that's for groups 2, 3s, and 4s to have a look at doing. Okay, we've got our chair dips again. I'm going to use my stronger chair. I'm also going to make it easier by trying to bring my hands facing forward slightly, all the way down, all the way back up. For a lot of us, this might be quite tough on the shoulders, flexibility-wise, it might hurt. So then you just bring your feet close underneath you. Right there, I'm sitting completely, I'm barely using my arms. All right, and I can really assist myself to come back up. If I want to try and make it tougher, just remember, feet further out, try and get lower down, and press back up. Try and get lower down, and press back up. And my arms are getting tired. All right, so bring those feet back. If you get tired, remember, we always scale. We make things easier and we keep moving for the full 40 seconds. Phew. Good job. Remember, we scaled up there, all right? We made it a little bit harder. All right, our favorite again, don't run away from the screen. Get those burpees in and push them. Get ready. Just remember, you can walk them out or jump them out. I'm going to go a little bit faster this round. I'm going to suffer this round with you. Let's go. You can always do a fast burpee. If you start to get tired, remember, I'll do one walk up now, jump out, and walk up. Jump up. If you're tired, get down, walk out, lie down again. Otherwise, you guys are young, you guys are strong, keep moving. Keep that fitness, let's go. I'll do them with you. We're all suffering together. Burpees are not liked sometimes, but they're good for us. All right, we are 2 rounds in. If you've got a moment, take a sip of water. We're moving into our last round. Remember, our last round, I'm going to be doing the group 4 version. We're going to do it with no chair. All right. Our squat is going to be feet shoulder width apart, sitting back all the way down. If you can, hip crease below the knee. So this part here below the knee, I stay in my heels, I keep my chest up, and then I try and repeat that. I'm trying to squat all the way down. You can see my knees push out. We want to try and track the knees out. We don't want our knees coming in, and we don't want to be going to the toes. So if you are trying this method, you must be keeping the weight in the heels, keeping that chest up, squatting all the way down, all the way back up. If you feel any pain here or anything feels uncomfortable, rather than just squat to a higher height. So there's my imaginary chair that I was using. All right. Hold on, guys. That was our deeper squats. Okay, we're going to be doing push-ups this round, not on the knees. So this is for group 4. You're going to start in the high plank. This is for someone that's got some good arm strength, the upper body strength. What you can also do is do our scap push-ups here. So we're going to start by dropping the shoulders only, pressing back up. Shoulders, press back up. Once you've done a few shoulder activations, you can now drop all the way to the ground. Our push-up is chest to the ground. From here, we don't snake back up. We must bring our hips up first, our chest up, all the way tall, all the way down, all the way tall, all the way down, all the way tall. If I get tired, I can just do some shoulder activations again. If I need to scale, guys, go to the knees, don't lift the toes. Do your push-ups off the knees and toes like we did in the previous round. Keep that going. If you get tired again, just drop into some shoulders. You can always keep moving with that. Well done, guys. That's our advanced push-up. Okay. So what do we have left? We've got our curtsy lunge coming up. So this is going to be an advanced version of our ski. We're going to be standing static, meaning our feet are not really going to move around too much. We're not going to be jumping. You're going to be actually keeping your chest up and lunging as wide as you can and coming back tall. All right, this may seem a bit easier than our skiing, but the curtsy lunge, when you start doing this later on, you'll add height to your front foot as well as weight. All right, so we would add our broomstick at a later stage of the program. Okay, focus on your chest upright. Keep on moving. Your front foot must be in the heel and watch out for that knee. Any knee pain, you can just not lunge too far out. You can just lunge a bit closer. And that's our curtsy lunge. All right, just remember that was for group 4. Okay, back onto our chair dips. Remember, you can make these easier or harder. I'm pretty tired. I hope you guys are just as tired as me. Okay, let's get those dips in. Keep your feet underneath you if you need to. For guys like me, if it's a bad stretch or a tough stretch when you go down, just do them slower. There's no need to rush them. Remember, if we're making them harder, feet further away, and try get the hips to the ground. If you feel like it's too hard or hurts the shoulders, just bring the feet underneath you again. Keep moving, guys. This is our second to last round. Remember, we've got our favorite exercise to come. Let's keep going. Keep moving. Squeeze that rep in. All right. One thing, guys, also work to the full timer. Don't stop short. Remember, we scale, we don't stop working. All right, guys, I'm excited for the last one. How many burpees can you do? Count your reps. Let's see how many I can do in 40 seconds. I bet you I can try beat you. All right, guys, get ready. I'm not going to talk too much this round, so let's go. Remember, a good burpee means that my chest touches the ground when I lie down, and I need to jump at the top and extend my arms overhead. I think I'm on 3, 4, 5. Keep moving. 6. Remember, you can walk the burpee out if you need to. 7. Keep pushing. 8. Don't slow down. 9. 10. We've got a couple of seconds left. 11. 12. And I got 12. Okay, guys, grab a sip of water. I hope you enjoyed the workout for today. We're going to go into a small stretch session now, so catch your breath. If you need a moment, pause the video and only start the next section when you've caught your breath. You can also obviously rest, catch your breath while we start stretching. All right, good workout, guys. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon.